Hey, everybody, it's that time of the day. It's that time of the week. Guess what? It's Friday. It's your Freaky Friday. It's your Friday, the 13th happy hour edition. And you're looking at me like, actually, you know what? I just realized we're actually video recording this.
Yeah.
So now we got to think about our facial expressions, where we're looking, all this weird stuff.
Hand gestures, what shirt I wear.
Yeah. What shirt are you wearing right now, Tim, for those who are not?
Well, the Green Bay Packers. It's Sunday.
That's true.
So, yeah.
Question for you. So for people who are listening in an audio format, what are we doing right now, Tim, that we've never done before on the podcast?
Tell me.
We are video recording this, and it's kind of creeping us both out.
Yeah, it's we got quite the setup here. Very professional, very high quality. Actually, I think the quality is going to be good. I shouldn't badmouth that, but
it's right, exactly right.
But the rig, yeah, I mean, we have 3 boom mic operators. 3.
Jim, Steve, and Chuck. Thanks, guys, for operating this. Yeah, it's very exciting. No, it's the big time here. So we are actually video recording this episode.
Right.
In addition to, obviously, taping it for the podcast.
Correct.
Something we've never done before.
I'm excited. It's wild.
Yeah. You look nervous.
A little bit. I don't know. I don't know. I'm used to just talking and not, whatever.
Just kind of hiding behind.
Yeah, exactly. Hiding behind the microphone.
Me too.
This is uncharted territory. It took us 2 years, but we got here.
You're right. Just shy of that, actually, because we started the podcast January 2018.
I bought the mixer. Is that called a mixer?
Yes, we bought the mixer.
Bought on New Year's Eve.
That's right.
2017.
Yeah, that's right.
Because I ran out while my daughter was napping, and then also dropped it off.
Yes, at my house.
And then got back home in time. It was amazing.
And then that night, I remember plugging everything in to see, hey, can I make this thing work?
Yeah.
And it worked, and I was probably the happiest guy on the planet.
Yeah, it was fun. But it's Friday. It's a happy hour.
It is.
So what do we got? What's cooking?
We are resurrecting a classic episode from last year, which was the Santa's Real, I think was the episode title.
Yeah.
I actually don't remember. Do you?
We'll figure it out.
Right.
But I liked researching it. I loved recording it. But the best part was that people actually liked it, probably more than I did.
People responded,
and it's a holiday classic. It's like It's a Wonderful Life or The Grinch Stole Christmas.
That's right.
It's one of those things that families gather around their podcast listening device annually now and listen to. So we have to keep the tradition alive.
And I will say, I feel very honored to know that we are part of millions of people's holiday traditions.
What is your holiday tradition at the Zach household?
The Zach household. Well, Christmas Eve is typically spent at my parents' house. And then Christmas Day, of course, opening gifts in the morning, and then usually going
here
to church.
Or there?
Here at my house.
Yeah.
Yep. We should should say we are actually in Studio A, which is Casa de la Zach. The Zach house.
That's the Zach house, yeah.
And so that's kind of our tradition. How about you, Tim?
Since we moved to Minnesota, we drive back to Michelle's family, and then we drive to my family. And every other year it seems to flip.
Sure.
I don't know if that's intentional or not.
Okay.
I have no say in the planning because it's just too convoluted, because we're dealing with I think 4 different families now in different locations. But we do a Christmas in one place, we do a Christmas in the other place. So it's 5 hours to one.
Oof.
And then it's 2 hours in between, and then it's 5 hours back, regardless of which one is first.
I think that's 27 hours. If I did my math correct.
20, carry the 2. Yeah, basically. It seems like that.
Okay.
But it's great. A lot of fun. A lot of family, a lot of gifts, a lot of food. It's wonderful, both places. It's great fun. And then we come back here, hopefully Christmas Eve. We will this year.
Okay.
And then we'll wake up in the morning and do another Christmas in Minneapolis, just the 3 of us. So, it's fun. It's great.
It's good stuff. Sounds exciting.
Good stuff. Yeah, last year, Santa brought ice skates for the 3 of us.
Okay.
And we went out to a local rink that afternoon and went ice skating on Christmas. It was great.
There you go.
That's what you got to do in Minnesota, I guess.
Yep, exactly.
So I have to ask you, are you going to leave the purple gift underneath your Christmas tree?
The purple gift being...
Do you not know this tradition? You don't live in Minneapolis. So in Minneapolis, since I think it was like 1980 or so, you have to leave a purple wrapped gift under your tree because Prince...
I was going to say for Prince, tell me.
Prince will grace his presence somewhere at some household. And if he arrives, then you have a gift to give Prince. So, but now, of course, Prince has passed. So, but it's still a good tradition to have. You know, maybe the spirit of Prince will...
What's your take on Prince? Because I feel like ever since he passed, the state cannot give it up. Yeah. And it's driving me a little bit crazy.
And it was before that too. Like I knew he was from Minneapolis before I moved here.
Right.
But I never really thought about it. But it's like when you're up here, they just hit you over the head with it like every 30 minutes. It's like I love, the local decent radio station, but it's like Prince constantly. So I'll say this. I love some Prince songs. Probably about 3 I think are just top notch. I'd say 3 Chains of Gold, 7, and I don't know, probably another one I can't even think of right now. It doesn't matter. But by and large, his collective work, it's just not my jam.
No, I agree with you.
But he is incredibly talented.
Clearly.
Like his musicianship, his songwriting, like bar none, he's phenomenal. But it's not really my thing that I get into. How about you?
Same, exactly the same. It's kind of like I hear his music and I go, you know what? That guy was clearly talented, and his music is totally not my style.
Yeah. Have you ever seen Purple Rain?
No, I haven't.
I haven't either. But the Purple Rain house is like 2 blocks from my house.
Oh.
Well, maybe not 2, but really close by.
Sweet.
Yeah. So now everyone is
stopping by there.
Where? Yeah, right. That's it. Yeah.
There and the Replacements.
I don't know where that is.
Yeah, it's somewhere in South Minneapolis.
Is it really?
Yeah.
It's just a hotbed of awesome musical activity.
Absolutely. Well, Tim, any final thoughts? I mean, again, this was the Santa show. Anything you want to throw out there about that?
So there is still time to get me a present if you haven't already.
Yeah, that's right.
So I do not have the Crackpot mug. So if you're still waiting to get me a gift, go on the website and get me a Crackpot mug. I do want it, but I haven't gotten it yet, in hopes that maybe Santa will bring it. I don't know. How about you? Last minute?
I can only think of one thing, Tim, and it's not a material item. I'll put it that way.
Oh, what is it?
I can't say.
Peace on Earth?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah, that too.
More likes, downloads, subscribes, and comments.
Yeah, I really want to get to like 300 reviews. That would be sweet, man.
By Christmas morning.
Yep.
All right, yeah. I don't know.
Perfect. Well, again, if you haven't figured it out by now, we are video recording this. So go over to, I guess, our YouTube page. We actually have one.
We do.
So if you search for Crackpot Podcast, in theory, it should be pretty close to the top of the results, I have to imagine.
What if they say, Alexa, play Crackpot Podcast?
I have no idea.
I don't know either. Someone try that out. Let us know if that works.
Yeah.
We could probably get a link on the website, right?
Ooh, sounds like a lot of work. I think we can figure that out.
Maybe it'll be up on Friday. Maybe it'll be a month from now. I don't know.
One of these days.
In theory, I'll get this all edited.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'll tell you what. Thanks, everybody. Have a great holidays. There's a couple of them coming up here, so enjoy the time and tune in to Santa is Real if you are ever concerned about whether or not his existence is the real thing. I'll tell you what. We answer it right there on the show.
Yeah, and honest to God, it is kid-friendly.
Yeah.
Like all of our episodes.
But this one's like super kid-friendly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, thanks, everybody. Have a great weekend. We will talk to you soon. See you Monday morning bright and early.
See you Monday.